Hey guys, welcome back to Red Devil TV. A bunch of things to be getting into. Look, Timber, a player who I think is gonna happen. That deal's gonna happen with us. I think that Ten Hag wants him. It's gonna happen. I think out of all the deals we're looking at right now, Nunez, De Jong, Ruben Neves, Timber, I think he's gonna be the easiest deal to be made in the next couple of weeks. I would say. Look, I think Timber. There's a couple of debates whether he'll be played at centre back or right back. I think it's ridiculous. I think he's coming in as a centre-back. Maguire won't be used next season much, in my opinion. Bayer will be sold in the summer. Lindelof will have his chances next season, but I don't think he will do as well as Varane and Timber in the centre-back partnership next season. Let's see what happens there. But look, guys, big news to be getting into. Apparently, John Barnes, ex-Liverpool legend, has come out. Well, I think this was actually a couple of days ago. It's been, what, maybe almost a week now, and he's come out and said that Ronaldo actually causes some disharmony at Manchester United. And look, this debate has been going on for the whole season. And, you know, Jamie Carragher has a similar outlook on Ronaldo in terms of what he brings to the dressing room and what he brings to the team. But John Barnes was more of an emotional it was more of an emotional point that he was making. It was more, he causes some disharmony, some tension in the dressing room. But he also talked about how he almost stunts Bruno Fernandes's performances, and same with Marcus Rashford, and I think it's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, look, regardless of Bruno having a poor season, statistically he was pretty good. Good amount of assists, good amount of goals in the league, and Rashford has been poor. I mean, we've seen Rashford poor over the years. I mean, of course, the last couple of seasons before he was injured. I mean, even last season under Rolly, look, he was injured. He was still banging in goals left, right and centre. It's good amount of assists as well. What do you have, like 12, 13 assists, I think it was? Or something like that. I could be wrong, but I think it was around there. But he did have off performances under Rolly, in Ollie's full last season. But he was injured. And we've seen Rashford have poor games this season under Rolly and under Ralph. So we've seen Rashford play when Ronaldo's not in the team. We've had debates whether Ronaldo stops Bruno Fernandes's performances in a game. I mean, we've seen games where Bruno has played by himself and he's been poor without Ronaldo in the striker position. Against City, I remember one of them where Pogba and Bruno were kind of played as strikers in that game in a 4-4-2 system. I've seen every play. We've seen every sort of combination this season. Well, this past season, and players have been poor, regardless of Ronaldo playing, regardless of Bruno not playing. We've been poor in many games. Look at the back four. People said Maguire will be out, we'll be much better. Yeah, we were better for one game against Brentford, and then we got slapped up against Brighton. Look, what that means is that this team is simply not good enough in terms of mentality, in terms of quality. We're missing every sort of the piece. The piece of the puzzle is missing. And we're lacking in every area in terms of quality, in terms of quantity, in terms of mentality. And that's what we're lacking. We've got players in Ronaldo and Bruno who clearly are players who have a lot of strength and they've got a lot of mental strength and they want to win. But then you've got players like perhaps a Lingard, who probably is not at that stage in his career. Look, Lingard's about to turn 30. What is he, 29 now? 30 years old. Lingard, he's in his prime and he hasn't really succeeded on the Man United like he might have wanted to. Rashford, a player who's still young, but look, he's 25 now, isn't he, Rashford? So 24, 25. So Rashford at this point, he's got another good 6, 7, 8 years of his career left. And then, this is the thing. We've seen every combination this season and it hasn't worked. Rashford is a player who's been debated about playing the striker position on the right wing, on the left wing. He definitely succeeds better on the left wing. I think Sancho has come out of a previous interview whether he likes to play more on the left or on the right. For him, I think with Sancho, he doesn't mind where he plays as long as he gets to play. And that's it. So this situation of Ronaldo causing disharmony in the dressing room is ridiculous. If you have a winning mentality like Ronaldo has, you'll want to win games and you'll want to play with him and succeed. It's as simple as that. I don't get how there can be any sort of problem with Ronaldo and his mentality. Look what he's won. Several Champions Leagues. Man United, Real Madrid. He's won the league with Juventus. He's won the Euros with Portugal. I mean, like, what are these men talking about? Like, it makes no sense. Barnes is talking rubbish. And it surprises me that some of these pundits and some of these ex-players and ex-legends have come out and talked about this stupid Ronaldo situation. Like, honestly, I don't get why people just keep talking about him. Yes, when he scores goals, it's a madness when he causes goals. I mean, the social media interactions and everything that goes around on the internet where Ronaldo scores a goal or when he's having a fantastic game. I mean, it explodes. It's the same with Messi, it's the same with Haaland, the same with Mbappe, same with Neymar. But Ronaldo and Messi are on a different level when it comes to that sort of thing. But look, Pogba, it's been announced that he will leave. Club have come out with a statement on social media saying he will leave. And look, I think we all expected this. It looks like that Juventus deal will happen. I thought he would have went to PSG, to be completely honest. But I think Juventus is a perfect deal for him. It's an Italian league. It's slower football. We have more time on the ball. Which he doesn't have in the Premier League. We've seen him succeed at times, depending on the team that he plays. We've seen it earlier on the season against Teams who necessarily don't press to the extent that we're under threat. Pretty much, we've seen Pogba various times in the season succeed in a team where we're playing a team who are wide open, or we're playing a team who doesn't press us at all. When we're playing against a team, look, we've seen it against Atalanta in the first game. Was it away from home in the Champions League where he wasn't given enough time? He was being pressed all over the pitch, and he was playing quite a bit deeper as well, because with Pogba, I mean, how many times in the beginning of the season, Matic wasn't played that much, McTominay and Fred were a shambles, Pogba was played slightly deeper or in the midfield too, and when you need Pogba to, play from deep, he can be a liability because he takes too much time on the ball, he's not quick enough, he can't recover quick enough, and that's it. So Pogba leaving is not a massive surprise. I wish him all the success, and I think it's not been a success with Pogba in my opinion. I think he's had games where he succeeded. I remember Roma last year in the Europa League semi-finals. I remember in the Europa League final where we won with Oli. I remember loads of times where Pogba was a player who looked unbelievable, but unfortunately I think the league is not for him. I think Man United is not for him. He's going on a free, which is unfortunate. If it would have worked out, we would have sold. It would have been successful. We would have gotten a lot of money for him, but it is what it is. And look, a lot of reports coming out that we've literally stamped on an 85 million offer for FRENKIE de Jong. And look, a couple of days ago, I've talked in my previous video about this. He wants Champions League football. Ten Hag wants him, and it's his priority signing. I don't think it's going to happen. Like I said, I don't think Darwin Núñez will come, and I don't think FRENKIE de Jong will come. I think Champions League football is what's really stopping this deal from happening. And his dream move was always Barcelona. So if there's a time he will leave Barcelona, it will probably be after he wins or he gets close to a Champions League final. That, for me, the only time FRENKIE de Jong will leave is as soon as he has a lot of success with Barcelona, like they did, a long time ago before the English team started to dominate Champions League semi-finals and finals. And of course, Madrid won the final this year. But, if we're honest, Madrid struggled through all the knockout stages, and even in the group stages where they lost to Sheriff. They had difficult games against City, PSG. They still went through it, but at the end of the day, they still got through it and they got to a final and they won. So there's no excuses. I don't care what Messi says about, how they weren't the best team in the tournament. If you win, you win. And that's it. So for me, look, this deal with FRENKIE de Jong, I think he'll only come... If he ever comes to Man United, it will be in the next 5-6 years, in my opinion. What is he, 26? He might come when he's just in his prime, maybe just before, maybe just after his prime. Look, how many times I've gotten players who are just past their prime? Ibrahimovic, Schweinsteiger, Ronaldo. Of course, Ibrahimovic had a good time at Man United. Of course, Ronaldo's having a good time right now, and we hope to have a better time next season with him. But I think he'll only come once he's reached that Barcelona stage where he's won trophies, enough trophies, and he wants to solidify his career at Barcelona as well. And he might want a different challenge eventually. But I think right now, 85 million, and it's a big price tag for him. Big amount. I mean, look, of course, no one has really been sold yet. We have to remember that as well. That there's not big talks about Bailly leaving, or of course Lingard will leave. Pogba's obviously been announced to leave. But in terms of players who will give us some money, Phil Jones, Cavani's going to leave as well. These are players who, we could have gotten some money for them. So guys, we need to see what happens. But guys, let me know what you think. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.